Douglas was having a difficulty. He and Don were thrilled that the Fat Controller had allowed them both to stay, as were the other engines. For Douglas, however, one engine in particular seemed less than pleased. One morning, Douglas was shunting at the big station when Thomas arrived with Andy and Clarabelle. "Pleasant journey, Thomas?" he smiled. "I suppose," Thomas grunted. "Aye, well," Douglas replied uncertainly. "I've got coaches to sort. I'll take yours to the carriage side." "I'll do it myself," Thomas interrupted curtly. It's nae bother," Douglas stammered. "I'd rather Annie and Clarabelle not go missing. Unlike some engines, I remember where I've shunted my trucks and coaches." Thomas huffed noisily away. Annie and Clarabelle were abashed. "How terribly rude! How terribly rude!" Douglas didn't know what to think. "It's strange," Donald marveled. "He's always been pleasant when I gone past the junction." "Aye," Douglas sighed. "You didn't lose his special coach." "He did the same with the thought of you know what hanging over his smoke box," Donald fumed. "No likely he'll realize, though." Donald pondered, then grinned broadly. "Perhaps more likely than you think." The next day, Thomas arrived at the big station once more. Nearby, a red-faced Donald sat coupled to some trucks. "Goodness, Donald," Thomas noted. "You do look tired." "Short of steam, that's all," Donald wheezed. "It would happen when I had trucks to fetch." "I've got time before my next train," Thomas smiled. "I'll shunt yours while you raise steam." "Very kind of you, laddie," Donald sighed with relief. With that, Thomas puffed off. He didn't see Donald smirking slyly. One of the trucks needed for the train was one Thomas knew well. Every morning, dairy products were brought down from Elsbridge in a special van. The other engines would take it from the junction to the big station for its final delivery. It was due to be returned on Donald's train. Thomas pushed the dairy van into line, then went away for more trucks. He returned to find the van had vanished. "Where's it gone? I know I shunted it." "You alright?" Donald pondered. Oh, yes, of course," Thomas stammered. "Aye," Donald went on. "Mind you don't forget the dairy van." Baffled, Thomas went searching. To his surprise, the van was back in its siding. How on earth did it get here, he wondered, and pushed it back to Donald's train. "Is it longer?" Thomas marveled. Indeed, there seemed to be more trucks than before. Thomas chalked it up to mere confusion. He continued shunting, only for the van to disappear once more. "How does it keep doing that?" he fumed. "Looking for something, Thomas?" asked Douglas innocently from nearby. "Yes," Thomas replied shortly. "The dairy van. I know it was here. You nearly lost it, have you?" "Certainly not. Well, it's been some time since I shunted these yards, you understand. I must be getting my signs mixed up. In any case, it's not lost." "Perhaps missing then," Douglas observed. Losing patience, Thomas would red in the face and resumed hunting. Time and time again, Thomas brought the van back from a faraway siding, only for it to retreat to another. All the while, Donald's train was getting longer and longer. "For goodness sake," he exclaimed at last. "Where is that blasted van?" "What van?" Donald asked. Thomas lost patience. "The dairy van. Every time I add it to your train, it disappears. It seems to show up everywhere but right here." Thomas gasped. There was a van being pushed by Douglas. "So you Donny," he called. "Isn't this meant for your train?" "It is," Don replied. "Should have been shunted ages ago." "Oh, shame," Douglas sighed. "Won't capable engines lose their touch?" "I haven't lost my touch," Thomas scowled. "I just forgot about it," Donald ventured. Who was the fault, Donny? Douglas gasped dramatically. That couldn't happen to Thomas. He remembers what he's done to things. Well, yes, Thomas stammered. I do, but... I suppose, Douglas added, even the best of us slip from time to time. But what would I know? Thomas would flush with realization. Anywho, Douglas finished sweetly, I have work to do, and Don needs his van. I trust he can manage now? Thomas didn't say a word. He sheepishly pushed the van into place and watched the twins puff away. He never realized Douglas had been hiding the van while shunting downstream, nor did he truly apologize for his harsh words. From that day to this, however, he was always on his best behavior around the twins. One might say, his bad feelings toward Douglas simply went missing.